I was getting a download while I was in the bathroom about can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day? Hello world.
Hello world, like a different way of living now.
And thank you world, always knew that we'd be free somehow.
I'm hearing Michael Jackson, all right? So basically Spirit was reminding me that I wasn't done.
My dear, it's all right. You may all come out and thank her. Come out, wherever you are, and meet the young lady who fell from a star.
So when Dorothy had landed in Oz, she had actually landed on top of the Wicked Witch, whose shoes that the Good Witch had given to her. So all of the munchkins in the land of Oz were celebrating Dorothy because just by her mere presence, just by her arrival, she had taken away half of the rule, and the other witch that was trying to get the slippers from her, I believe, was the first witch's sister. Okay, and so basically, again, if we think about how the characters were not other people, but they were different aspects of Dorothy. So the witches would represent the wicked aspect of our own egos that we need to kill off. They don't necessarily represent an enemy outside of ourselves, but it represents the inner me that we need to do shadow work on as we're walking this path, and to eventually kill off if we are to rise into the higher realms, because there are no wicked witches in the higher realms. So killing off the wicked witches represents killing off the wicked aspects of our own ego, which is necessary in order to free the munchkins, which would represent the inner child.
And meet the young lady who fell from a star.
Meet the young lady who fell from a star. This is representative of the star seeds, the empath, the light workers, because you are all in this world, but not of it, just as Dorothy was in the land of Oz, but she was not of it.
She fell from the sky, she fell very far, and Kansas, she says, is the name of the star.
Kansas, she says, is the name of the star.
She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred.
It really was no miracle. What happened was just this. The wind began to switch, the house to pitch, and suddenly the hinges started to unhitch. Just then, the witch, to satisfy an itch, went flying on her broomstick, thumbing for a hitch.
And oh, what happened then was rich.
The house began to pitch, and the kitchen took a switch. It landed on the wicked witch in the middle of a ditch. Which was not a healthy situation for the wicked witch. The house began to pitch, and the kitchen took a switch. It landed on the wicked witch in the middle of a ditch. Which was not a healthy situation for the wicked witch, who began to twitch and was reduced to just a stitch. And what was once
we thank you very sweetly for doing it so neatly.
You've killed us so completely that we thank you very sweetly.
You know, when Dorothy pulled the fire hydrant, the water comes down, it melts the witch, she goes into the toilet, and
Hurry up with those shoes! No! Don't touch that! No! No! I'm allergic!
And the toilet lid closes. And all of even the flying monkeys and the people who had been servants to the witch, even them, and also Dorothy and all of her friends, basically everyone in the kingdom, okay, basically were free because this narcissistic rule was no longer there, okay? And spiritually, this is what has happened, okay? In the spirit world, is that the veil has been lifted and the rule of darkness has been replaced, okay? There has been a changing of the guards, okay? And so this was played out in 3D by, you know, a certain queen passing, you know, not too long ago, okay? And think about the Wizard of Oz. When this happened, all of the munchkins began to sing ding dong, the witch is dead.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepy head. Rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the mountains go below, below, below your home. Just open up and see. Ding dong, ding dong, the merry-o. Sing it loud.
The witch, my people, is dead. Okay, and so what happened in The Wiz is that when they realized that she was gone, there was a moment of silence and shock because they were like, well, damn, okay. And so then they began to peel off these masks that they were wearing. And they began to sing and dance, and this was the song that they were singing.
Hello, world. It's like a different way of living now. Thank you, world. I always knew it'd be so high. In harmony, let's show the world that we've got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Freedom, you see, let's get our hearts singing so joyfully. Just let the love go into yourself to check it out.
Can't you feel a brand new day?
Can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day?
So basically, it was time to celebrate. They were free to do what? Free to become the writer of their own story and the creator of their own heaven. The reason why this movie is relevant for this time is because this is the Great Awakening, and people all over the planet will be awakening from a soul sleep in the same way that Dorothy did. And you will be awakening to a new earth in which you are free to create the reality that you desire. Welcome home, my people, for the kingdom of God is here.